Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh man, did somebody just say something? All right, buddy. You there, Luna? Yo. Okay. Good timing. Hear you? Can you hear me? Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Talk for me. Oh shoot. Hello and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host, Mike Lester, and once again, we are here at a special time for Doghouse Racing League ARCA Series, racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is going to be like their all-star race. It is a points race, let me know that. But this is going to be the all-star race as well, because we were at Charlotte, the home of the all-star race, for so long. Now it's in Texas, but right now, as everybody knows and loves it, it's back here in Charlotte for the night. Along with me tonight in the booth is an old acquaintance of mine coming back to help me up here in the booth once again, EJ Luna. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Michael, I'm doing pretty good. Glad to be back in the booth here for another edition of ARCA League for Doghouse Racing.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Man, I always enjoy having people up here in the booth with me. Actually makes for a better broadcast because I can talk to somebody. Normally, I'm the guy that just calls the races out, but having some fun commentating is just great too.
Yes, sir. Agreed. That's what I'm here for. Here to have some fun. See what these boys got here at the home track of NASCAR. It looks like qualifying is going to start pretty soon here, so we'll see what they got.
Yeah, definitely got one more minute of practice. Currently, Christopher Leftwich in that 13, the old Days of Thunder paint scheme on that 13. Ooh, as he hits the wall, it's the broadcaster's curse right there in practice. Him and Dad, Mike Leftwich, just decided they want to play crash it up there.
Yep, the gloves are off. They're getting ready to race.
All right, so there we go. We already got some chatter going out there on YouTube. Jonathan Canfield, who I'm believing is a military man, and he's fixing to be deployed until October, so he will not be with us until October, man. And if that's the case, Canfield, man, we look forward to your return, and we want to thank you for your service. And definitely appreciate everything that our military men and women do for this country day in and day out. And also, we wanted to throw out that EJ is his boy. So there you go, Jonathan Canfield, or EJ.
Hey, buddy. Appreciate the shout out.
EJ.
Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Getting ready to go racing here.
Yes,
Looks
sir.
like practice is just about over.
Yep, practice is over. We're going to go into qualifying. Okay. I got to turn down my YouTube stream so that I'm not listening to us here. So with the ARCA cars, they're already loose formed cars, and driving it at Charlotte, and Charlotte is such a speed track where they had that tri-oval that just shoots you out like a cannon. Can tell us a little bit about what we're going to see tonight with these cars on, like as the laps continue to run. These guys usually run a lot of green flag runs here at Doghouse Racing. Give us a clue of what you think is going to happen as we watch Mike Leftwich go around the track.
Well, see it, Lester. These ARCA cars, they're very on edge for the most part. So I'm looking at early in the run, there'll be a little loosey-goosey here and there, and then slowly as they get further into the run, like you said, they go up for green flags. The car's going to tighten up a bit depending how you have your offset, how you have your steering ratio, depending how loose you're going to be early in the run. Just got to manage those tires. Honestly, this track is definitely tire management.
And for people out there who are not familiarized with these kind of fixed race setups, as you stated, change steering ratios, change steering offset. What does the steering offset does? We know the steering ratio kind of loosens up your steering, gives you a little bit more of free play. But what about the steering offset? Tell us exactly what the changing your steering offset will do for you.
Well, the offset, I feel like it's gonna, depending on which way you go, If you turn the offset down, your wheel's going to be cocked to the left a little bit, so it's going to be less turning. If you have it, the offset up plus a little bit, you're going to have the wheel to the right, so it's going to turn more as you cock it to the left. So I mean, depending on how you like the feel of the car, how much turn you want in it, I feel that's what the offset helps in these fixed races.
There you go. Good explanation. Thank you. Currently, right now, Daniel or Christopher Leftwich is got the pole currently. Corey Cook still out there on the Charlotte track. Currently sitting at second, but he's still got one more lap to do. Can he top Christopher Leftwich and knock him off of that #1 spot?
That's looking like it's going to be hard to beat here. It's a 30.4. I didn't mean to step over you there, Michael.
Oh, that's
I was
good.
just comparing the laps here. 30.4, that's a pretty hot lap compared to, looks like Corey Cook just set 30.6. So these guys are pretty fast, looking pretty fast here.
Bill Gentry with a 30.74 on his run. Christopher Simon out there. Christopher Simon, I do believe, is the points leader. But Christopher Simon going to, as far as qualifies third. Terry Mullins out there, currently 6th. I believe he's going to finish up his second lap here and see if he can better his 31.15. Justin McMahon jumps up to 6th with 30.98 on his first lap.
Yeah, that 30.4 is definitely going to be hard to beat here. Still got a minute left of qualifying. Let's see what these boys got.
Justin McMahon. Now, I think Justin McMahon is our points leader. But I'm going to check that really quick. We're going to bring up, even though this is an all-star weekend, these guys are still racing for points. So I'm going to bring the point standings up here real quick. Ooh, I'm sorry. That is for another league. I hit the wrong one. Do apologize. Let me get to the right league here. Go over here to the standings over here. ARCA point standings right here. As I look at it here, yeah, Christopher Simon is our race or our series points leader right now, with Christopher Leftwich right behind him. So definitely a big purpose for Christopher Leftwich to go out there and get that pole and try to stay up front, and hopefully Christopher Simon has a bad day, as looks like qualifying is over. So let's go ahead and bring up the qualifying list here. Got 14 drivers out there. Not a bad turnout for these ARCA like here. So let's bring up the grid, and I'm going to do the first 7, and then the next 7 is going to be spoken to you by Mr. Luna. So I'm going to start off with the pole setter, Christopher Leftwich from Ohio. Justin McMahon is going to be an outside pole. Corey Cook's going to qualify 3rd. 4th is going to go to Christopher Simon. 5th is Bill Gentry. 6th is Daniel Wilkinson. Good qualifying round for him. 7th is going to be Carson Ball.
In the second half of the field, in 8th, we got Terry Mellum. 9th place, we got CJ Munir. I'm sorry if I'm mispronounced that. P10, we got Mike Leftwich. Rolling off P11, Chad Waller. P12, Wesley Whitfield. And P13, don't be fooled, y'all. I accidentally queued in as a driver. P13 will be Eddie Rivers.
There you go. 13 actual drivers out there on the track. So pretty good number for these guys. Look forward to them making a lot of excitement with a little bit of drivers, especially at Charlotte now. Charlotte, man, you got to know this as well as anybody, Luna. It is a fast track, especially with these ARCA cars. They're loose, so they're built for tracks like this, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, these cars are a lot of fun to drive here at Charlotte. They're very on edge. This is a fast track if you can really get it down. It's going to be fun to watch.
Okay, and that's what we're fixing to do. We're fixing to be getting these guys
car
up and running as we see them all parked up on the front stretch.
I feel this car and track combination is a really good one. It should be a really fun race.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Just the way that these ARCA cars runs and the restrictions they put on them on as horsepowers, it makes these cars just run free on these 1.5-mile tracks. And you can basically flat-foot it all the way around the track if you have to. I know there won't be a lot of flat footing here tonight because once you get in the pack and you get that draft, it brings you up faster and you got to throttle or you got to feather that throttle coming off these turns, or what's going to happen, you're going to go around. Carson Ball seems to be not gridding up, so 12 cars are going to take the green flag. Christopher Leftwich in that 13 with Corey Cook right behind him. Justin McMahon starting on the outside with Christopher Simon behind him. Big shout out from Brittany Rice, giving good luck to 13 Christopher Leftwich and number 60 Mike Leftwich. Brittany Rice, the fiance of the number 13. Man, glad to have Brittany back out there watching in YouTube.
Alrighty, and the pace car's off. Here we go.
Green. Corey Cook, but here we go. Green flag in the air. Mike Leftwich brings us down to the start-finish line, going to turn one, side by side with Justin McMahon in that 20 car. Christopher Leftwich with a slight advantage, but the 20 car of Justin McMahon fighting back on that outside. 61 of Corey Cook trying to push the 13 up ahead of him so he can try to clear the 20. 3-car battle right now for the lead. 34, Bill Gentry, and 35 of Christopher Simon right there behind these guys.
The 20 washes up the track a bit. It looks like the 13 is going to come around and lead this first lap. He's got the good edge here. 20's trying to take a peek back on the outside, trying to keep that run, that momentum going, but looks like the 13's getting ready to set sail here. We'll see. We'll see if we can get an edge on him as the 61 tries to take a look. Oh, he pulls back under the 20.
Justin McMahon settled back in line between, or right behind the 13 of Christopher Leftwich. Bill Gentry sitting there in fourth, Christopher Simon in fifth. That's your top five after 3 laps.
Yep, looks like these boys are just about single file out now. Let's see who can manage their tires while keeping track position.
Carson Ball did come out on the track. He had to start from the pit. Oh, he hits the wall coming into the tri-oval. A lot of damage done to that right side of the number 5. As soon as I put the camera on him, he decides he wants to hit the wall. It's a lot of damage coming from the number 5, and we'll see if he's going to continue to go around this track and see if he can make it to pit road. But the leaders are going to come up to him really quick here, and he's definitely going to be an obstacle in their way.
You hate to happen so early in the race.
Like he can't turn. He's up in the wall again. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. That was
no caution.
That was very...
Yeah, I seen that happen. He looked like he could not turn his car.
Yeah, he's...
And Justin McMahon has to jump to Caution is...
Any feeling about the car at all?
He was dead in the water there.
But that hurts to a really good car, and the number 20, Justin McMahon, being taken out early. Let's go back and watch this one more time. I mean, we sat there and see.
We got to take a look at that.
I first saw it coming, that this was about to happen, because he was right there in the path of all these cars. Yeah. Oh, as we see it, and Justin just nowhere to go. And I mean, I hate to actually say it, and I know it doesn't make anybody feel any better, but luckily, it just took out one car, and I know that one car does not want to hear that. And
Oh my.
uh,
Yeah, it looks like it was just
yeah,
a chaos when the five was trying to get to down to pit road. Everybody got by him. He was just dead in the water, and everybody blew by him. It was just I guess, a reaction that nobody was ready for so early in the race.
yes. Uh, I mean, we hate. We just got done earlier today with a like an endurance race over there
Oh
in the
yeah.
Global Truck Series, and I mean, luckily for us, we had 100 laps before we had our first yellow flag. But we see it on week in and week out on one of these leagues we race for,
Whoa, what's going
where
on here?
that would be the 60 car of Mike Leftwich coming to say something to his son in the 13. So I don't think there's any ill things on there. But anyways, we see it every week, where somebody makes a mistake on cold tires and ends up taking somebody out. And you could have the greatest car in the world, but if somebody makes a mistake in front of you and you're not able to uh, avoid it, you get what we have right now, which you got a very good car in Justin McMahon now sitting in the pit, unable to compete for the rest of the night because his car is toast. It's gone. And that's what we saw here. Carson Ball, I think this is his first race out here. It just,
Dang, first race.
yeah. I mean, this is the first time I've seen his name, so I mean, I don't know if he's a new driver or not, or like that, but he definitely made a mistake. Stayed out on the track after he hit the ball pretty hard. He should have gone ahead and went to the pit road because it looked like he couldn't even turn
Yep.
the car.
The field might have caught him at the wrong time too, so just double whammy.
Yep.
Let's hope we get back to racing here pretty soon. Get some green flag runs in, see what these guys got. I'm looking here now. The race is about 130 laps, so these guys got a long ways to go. I guess if it wasn't for that little hiccup, it'd be a pretty green flag run because, like you said, these guys are pretty good at what they do. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they got. Seeing if anybody has anything for Christopher Leftwich. It looked like he was on a little run early.
Yeah, Christopher Leftwich, he comes in week in and week out with a fast car. He's usually the one that he's in Justin McMahon's position right now. Usually one that gets caught up in somebody else's mistakes. But that's 61 of Corey Cook now. We cannot count him out. That man is a speed demon. He loves these ARCA cars. He's in there every week. I think every week that I have broadcasting this ARCA series, I think I have him up in the booth in one of the top 3 positions. So definitely talk to Corey Cook a lot. So definitely watch out for that 61 because he definitely will make it interesting on you.
Yep. I saw him making a little run as they were getting to this after the green flag. He had gotten under the 20 there. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. He had gotten under the 20 there and was trying to make a run, but I think he just settled down, realized it was early in the race, and just was fine running where he was at. But now he's starting on the outside. Let's see if he's got anything for Leftwich here.
We're a double file. We're going to go back to racing with those 2 cars being out. We now have 11 cars on the track. 10 of them are on the lead lap. Wesley Whitfield looking like he is one. No, Wesley Whitfield might not be on the track as well. Could not lock onto him, so that's usually a good sign that he is not on the track.
Speaking of being locked on, let's see if these guys are ready to get back to green flag racing.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're all ready to go back to green flag racing. Nobody comes to the track to do eye-pacing. It's the worst thing you could possibly do or had to put up with. So I guarantee you all 10 drivers here are ready for this to go green, stay green.
Yep. As are we.
Oh yes, it's always easier to call a race that's actually racy. So I mean, we don't like
All right.
iPacing as well up here in the booth. So we
As the
want some
pace car peels
excitement.
off. Left which
Green
guns it.
flag.
Gets a good jump on the 61 here. Great run on the 61 as he pushes it into turn 1.
13 gets a great run, goes down turns 1 and 2, puts a little distance between him and Corey Cook. Corey Cook in that 61 saying, not so fast, I'm going to catch back up to you real quick here. You got Bill Gentry sitting there in 34th, in third in that 34 car. He's catching the back of the 61 car as well.
That 61 is hanging tight here.
35, Christopher Simon, our current points leader back here in 4th place, keeping an eye on that Christopher Leftwich in that 13 car. Does not want to let him get 3 spots ahead of him. Definitely racing for a championship here. This is the second to the last race, I do believe. I have to check the standing or the schedule real quick, but I do believe this is the second to the last race. Next week, we're going to crown a champion.
That's got to be exciting. Coming into the closing of the season.
Yeah. And I do believe as we're watching Christopher Leftwich lead these guys, we're going to, let's see if I can bring up, I'm going to bring up the schedule here and see if I am right.
We got a side-by-side battle for third here.
So this is the third to the last race. So we got 2 races after this one to decide a championship. In 2 weeks from today, we're going to go to Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Worldwide.
That's going to be definitely an exciting race to call right there. I'm be glad that I'm up here in the booth than down there on the track.
Oh yeah, that track is a little tricky. 2 different corners. You got to hit each entry just right. Should be exciting to watch.
Yes, sir. Definitely going to be exciting to watch this. This race is also exciting to watch as we watch the 13 of Christopher Leftwich lead.
As you were talking about the schedule there, the 35 actually got around the 34. Christopher Simon got around the 34 of William Gentry up to third.
There you go, 35. Now in third place. That points leader right now. So he's like, if I was him, I'd be like, I'm more worried about my points lead than winning these races. So I'm going to keep my car clean, keep in contention, stay up there with the 13. The 13's got to win it. The 35, all he can do is lose it. You know what I mean? So if you're up there in the lead and you're trying, you know, the overall points is the most important. These little wins, having a win is great, but winning a championship is even better.
Tick for tack, every point. It looks like the 61 has gotten to the bumper of the 13. We're getting a battle for the lead here.
Yeah, don't ever count that 61 car out. He is fast in and week out. Every time he comes to these ARCA series, he is definitely a contender.
Oh, the 13 gets loose.
We got a battle for the lead. 61 on the high side with the 13 on the low side. 61 has a slight advantage coming out of turn 3, going into turn 4, coming out of 4, going to the tri-oval.
It's like 61
is going to lead this lap.
And clear. He's clear. Take 61 to the lead. Corey Cook, new leader.
Corey Cook, Christopher Leftwich, Christopher Simon, your top 3. As you see the 13 battle back.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
No, he
might
go somewhere.
A little bit. He's going. Okay, he holds it. He holds it. They get by just fine.
If he didn't get off that accelerator, he was going to go somewhere right into that outside wall.
But the 61 prevails on that outside lane. Strong.
And these are one of those tracks where you can run both lanes and be quick on both lanes. Like, I've seen a lot of guys run that high side at Charlotte and have that speed. You get that exit speed coming off turns 2 and turns 4. where if you got somebody lower than you that can't float up
Can't
to the
hold it.
wall, you're going to be faster than them because they need that whole turn in order to get some good exit speed. You can't get good exit speed staying on the bottom of the turns here at Charlotte.
Yeah, you got to be mindful of that outside lane though, because it does chew up the tires. With that faster speed, putting more weight on them, it's gonna burn them up a little bit more than running on the inside. Me, I'm a bottom feeder here at Charlotte, so we'll see
I'm a
which line
bottom
prevails in
feeder
this
everywhere.
race.
Like I always prefer the bottom line. Like, unless my car just does not want to cooperate on that bottom line, I love the bottom line.
Unless the high lane holds true, you know, where you can run that for a long time and not fall off. Certain tracks you can do that, but for the most part, bottom feeders. This lead battle is still tight.
Yep, we're still watching the battle between Corey Cook and Christopher Leftwich for first and second. Christopher Simon trying to inch his way up there in the talks and trying to make it a three-way battle for the lead. Mike Leftwich now sitting in fourth place. Mike Leftwich so far is our biggest mover today, up 6 spots from the start of the race. Bill Gentry, he's done falling back to fifth, now under fire from Chad Waller, another name that I am unfamiliar with, as well as CJ Muner up here in 7th place. Terry Mellon, 8th place. Eddie Rivers, 9th, and Daniel Wilkerson is 10th. And those are the cars that are on the track. Justin McMahon, Wesley Whitfield, and Carson Ball, all off the track and behind the wall. Early exits for those three guys.
Oof. Well, you're talking about Michael Leftwich, how he's the biggest mover of the race. You got to love that, coming from the back and getting your way up the field. That's awesome. I'm seeing here in the comments on Twitch that the top lane is an art from Mr. Clayton Goldman. I mean, he's not wrong about that. You got to be real good with the throttle on top.
Well, thank you, Mr. Clayton Gomez over there on Twitch. I guess I need to start paying attention to my Twitch feed. Obviously, I got some viewers over there.
Yeah, we got some viewers over here on Twitch.
Okay, well,
I got you here, Lester.
I run the YouTube stream on my phone so that I can pay attention to the chat over there and make sure that the stream is perfectly. I never think about checking out the Twitch stream. But welcome everybody over there on Twitch. Glad to have you tonight. Mr. Luna is going to pay attention to that as we watch the 66 of Chad Waller pass Mike Leftwich. Now Chad Waller being shown as the biggest mover with 7 spots up to 4th place.
Yeah, looks like the biggest battles for 5th place, 4th through back, 4th on back.
Yeah,
getting pretty tight here for 6th place.
Bill Gentry trying to make his way around the 60 car. And 60 car had looked like he had a good run.
Yeah, he's falling off. I'm not sure if that's by strategy or if he might have got into the wall. We'll have to check back on that. Because he's falling like a rock here.
I think he might just use, look, we got Justin McMahon out here. He's back on it, and I mean, he could have gave up at any time and said, you know, that's it. I'm done. I mean, the first lap crash, I hit real bad, but here he is, Justin McMahon. Let me see, he's 14 laps down.
That lead battle is tightened up. Now it's a 3-car race.
Oh, Christopher Simon.
Simon pulled up.
Leftwich trying to look on the inside of Corey Cook. It's the battle of the C's up here. We got Corey, Christopher, and and Chad, and CJ. Look at the top 5 guys are all C's. So if your name does not start with a C, stay in the back.
This race is not for you.
Yeah,
and you know what? The name of the track is Charlotte. So
there you go.
These guys might just have it in for them today.
There you go. Sounds like a reasonable idea to me. All right, so Corey
this is some
Cook,
good racing
Christopher
here.
Leftwich, Christopher Simon, your top 3 drivers.
Oh, the 35 gets into the
Oh,
13,
oh, good save by the
but they
13.
both get away.
35 getting off, trying to get off of him as soon as he made contact. A great save by the 13 car. He's going to lose a lot of position, but he's definitely saved that car from going into the outside wall.
Man, oh man. Both of them could have gone around there.
As we see Chad Waller now take the second spot away from the 13 car of Christopher Leftwich. Chad Waller is on a mission, up 9 spots.
He's coming. Maybe he's been managing those tires better than everybody. We'll see. But the 13, back to third now.
Yeah, 13 was racing nicely. I mean, it's like you're racing Sunday, and you know, just enjoying the view, and then somebody comes up and touches your right or left corner panel and puts you sideways.
Yep.
But back up front, Corey Cook continuing to lead this field. It's built up a 1.1 second gap over the second place of Chad Waller. But Chad Waller, he's hungry.
Chad Waller ain't going anywhere. He said it's not over yet.
Yeah, he's hungry, and he wants. He's built brought it down to under a second now, 0.9 seconds between him and Corey Cook. 31 laps in the books, only one caution. Do not believe these guys went into the pit road under that caution.
Nah, I think everybody stayed out. I'm not showing anybody.
We were watching the accident like that, so pit strategy. Yeah, Eddie Rivers was the only guy who took tires on that last pit stop, which was not a bad call for Eddie Rivers. He was back in the back, having little, 6 lap pressure tires is not that bad of a idea.
As I'm looking at it, it looks like their fuel is set to 75, and they have 1 set of tires on the car and 4 in the pits. So I guess they got some rubber to play with.
Yeah, definitely have the extra. If you have the extra set, definitely try to get on a different strategy than the rest of the field. It's not a bad idea. So definitely want to welcome everybody from YouTube and Twitch. Do appreciate you guys tuning in to us tonight for Doghouse Racing League. I'm your host for tonight, Mike Lester, being accompanied to me tonight, special accompaniment, Mr. EJ Luna back up here in the booth with me. Look forward to having some more races with EJ up here in the booth with me, and always makes it a lot more fun when I have somebody to talk to and like that. But right now, racing is what we got here as we see Chad Waller catch the back of Corey Cook, and we're about to have a fight for the lead.
Oh, it's gonna ramp up here. We're coming in lap 35, 66, getting a run. We'll see where he takes it. He goes to the outside in 1. See if he can carry that momentum on the backstretch, make a pass on the 61 of Corey Cook. Oh, he did get a big run there.
A famous driver once said, it's easy to catch the guy in the lead. It's another thing to pass him, but here we go. Battle for the lead coming into the trioval, going into turn 1.
He's there. Can he complete the pass? 61 is on the preferred line here. He's going to have the momentum coming out of turn 2. Can he hold it? And he is clear. But what does 66 do now? Does he fall back? Does he dive? Yep, it looks like he's going to go down on the inside. 61 is going to hold the top. Oh, looks like he's diamonding it off of 4. Guess that's where the speed's at right now, because he is holding it.
Yeah, he's definitely holding it. The 13 of Christopher Leftwich has come into the pit road, as well as Bill Gentry, Daniel Wilkerson, and Eddie Rivers. this must be a scheduled pit stop for these guys after 37 laps. I guess so. They only have, like you said, they have 75% fuel on here.
Yeah, it's
so.
about that time. They got to
You
start
see-
thinking about when they're going to be coming in.
See, Eddie Rivers, Daniel Wilkins left pit road, so they came in the lap before this. Christopher Leftwich down there by himself. As you see, Corey Cook and Chad Waller still battling for the lead.
This is such a good race right now for the lead. It's back and forth. The 61's not giving it up, and the 66 is trying everything he can.
And I mean, and that's what you need to do. I said, you know, I'll give you the room to come down there, but I'm not going to give you the room to pass me. If you're going to pass me, you're going to have to earn that. Like every inch that you come, you got to earn. And it's not blocking; it's just making the guy work for the lead.
You got to race around him.
And,
you got to race around him.
I'm going to have you. I want you to use up your tires before I use up mine.
Exactly. The more he comes off that guy behind you, the more he's wearing off his tires, trying to search for that clean air or that faster line as he takes the outside now, and the 66 goes down. I mean, the 61 goes down to the inside.
As you see, the 66 now getting a run on that top side. 66 is going to lead that lap, but 61 is not going anywhere. He's staying right there. Side by side. Oh, 66 gets close to that outside wall.
But he kept it off the wall and is holding that momentum, and he's sitting strong. 61 dives it down there.
Yeah, the only thing my SDK is telling me right now is Corey Cook passes Chad Waller. Chad Waller passes Corey Cook. Corey Cook passes Chad Waller. That has been my messages for the last 3 laps.
She was back and forth.
The 66 finally make his way around the 61 and have full advantage and takes the lead. Whew. Wow, that was a good battle. I like that battle. That was awesome.
Yeah, I had to catch my breath, get my breath, man. Jeez.
Oh yeah, it was very exciting. See,
that was back and forth.
As that battle was happening, CJ Muner passes Christopher Simon to take the 3rd place away.
And you know what? The 66 finally gets around, and let's see if he can hold the lead. How many spots is that now that he's made up? Let's see, where do you start?
10 spots. He has made up from the start of I mean, he can't go up anymore.
Yep. He's literally came from the back to the front.
Yep.
Wow.
Or as I like to say, he started from the bottom and now he's here.
Well,
white guy quoting me. I can't remember who's saying that, but I used to play NFL Madden all the time, and that song was a staple.
That's what the kids are saying these days.
Years.
I'm hearing some radio communication. The 61 is coming down to pit road.
Right.
And I think the 66, no, the 66 goes by. Corey Cook's going to come down to pit road.
Corey Cook comes down to the attention of his crew for the service on that 61. Chad Waller, CJ Muner stays out. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think these guys can do it on 2 stops.
They at least, I think, need 3.
Yeah, looks like, I mean, I guess, how many laps? 130?
No, they can probably make it on 2 stops.
Yeah, they can probably make it on 2 stops.
Or, I mean, one more stop,
well,
sorry.
I don't know, they did have that one where they had caution. If they stayed green, they might be a little bit short. But we're definitely is something to watch out for. I know a couple of these guys who freaking pitted earlier might not be able to do it on 2 stops.
Yep, we will see.
Chad Waller. Chad Waller finally comes in, and his
CJ Muner comes down.
Here comes CJ
the 86 pit road.
Christopher Simon's going to stay out at least one more lap to try to get that 1-point bonus.
Yep, that'll give him that lead. He's got to be thinking of pitting now.
When
everybody I think about has made their pit stop.
Everything's said and done, Christopher Leftwich could pit and as early as he did is going to reclaim the lead after Christopher Simon comes down and gets his pit service done. Oh,
35 in the wall.
35 in the wall, slow on the
He
back.
might have been
That
thinking
is gonna have repercussions in the entirety, not only in the race, but in the point standings itself.
Wow. That looked like a good hit too. But these ARCA cars are pretty tough, so we'll see. He's got to be thinking of pit road now. Definitely got to be thinking of coming down
yeah,
to
I
the
mean,
road.
look,
He's tight.
he's about to hit the wall, so that car is definitely
tight.
got.
Yeah, something's broken. Something's got to be broken.
It definitely tightened up on him, and here you see him getting into the pit road kind of quick. He might. It looks like he's driving a little fast.
Yeah, let's hope he's not speeding here.
We're watching the 35 come down to his pit stall, and I swear it looked like he was coming in and with a lot of speed.
All right, that'll cycle 13 of Christopher Leftwich out with the lead.
And he's gonna have a 6.5
6-second
lead over Bill Gentry, now in second place. But the thing of it is, he's got at least 10 lap older tires than Corey Cook and Mike Leftwich and Chad Waller. But that doesn't seem to be affecting him, as we see Christopher Simon back out the track, so he must have got down under pit road speed.
Looks like he's gonna be all right.
Well, but he is back.
Right now, Leftwich with the lead. It looks like it's showing he pitted on lap 37. So maybe pitting early was a smart move to get that track position and that time on the guys behind him.
Yeah, we'll bring up the pit strategy for Leftwich and Gentry and Cook. Cook went 43 laps and Waller went 44 laps. So they got around 8 lap fresher tires than Mike Leftwich and Bill Gentry.
See if it pays off or if these tires just even out as we're going moves.
Well, currently right now, when they came across the line, the fastest driver was Waller with a 31.44. Sorry, that was CJ Muner with a 30.68. Like that. So the number 86 car is the fastest car out there currently.
Yeah, I believe he was the last of the guys that are up to pace.
Yeah, he's sitting in 6th place right now. He's almost 12 seconds behind the race leader. And Corey Cook just now taking 2nd place away from Bill Gentry.
Yeah, I believe that 34 is hurt. Or I could be wrong. I'm thinking about another car.
I believe you might be thinking about that 35 car.
Yeah.
Christopher Simon, who hit the ball while he was in the lead.
Yep.
But
34,
66 and
35.
Chad Waller. 66 and Chad Waller getting around the 34 cars. Well, 34 is he's suffering from older tires than these guys. But Christopher Leftwich is still a 7.5 second lead over the 61 Corey Cook.
The battle's for 2nd right now. As Chad Waller's trying to make a run on the 61 of Corey Cook.
Christopher Simon back there, he's back. He went up 3 spots from the 10th spot, so he's moved. So that car is definitely not hurt after hitting the wall. So he's got 4 fresh tires on right now, and but he is almost 16 seconds behind race leader Christopher Leftwich.
Well, good for 36. he's able to still run this. That's awesome.
Yeah, after taking that hit and still being able to stay out there, and that's the dedication that these guys, these doghouse racers, Justin McMahon, who is 38 laps in, so he's almost about 15 laps behind everybody. He's still out there putting laps in, trying to get as much as he possibly can. Definitely got to respect that. I mean, he could have just easily just manually disconnected and said, all right, my day's over. But he's still out there racing, still out there having fun.
Yep, definitely respectable there. And I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Sometimes I've had a couple bad races over there in Global and an early outing, which dampens my day. But I'll still be out there running with you guys because I like being around there. I like racing. What we're there for, right?
Yeah, I mean, every position counts. I mean, if I have a bad day and I got to go into the pits for some day, I'm gonna sit there and hopefully that the other guy's not gonna sit there, and he's just gonna say, all right, my race is done. And I'll get 3 or 4 more spots before the end of the race.
Salvage what you can.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
Salvage
actually
what
done
you
that.
can. There's always, if you have a bad day, somebody else can have a bad day. Corey Cook, he's out. He's done the lead down to 6 seconds to Christopher Leftwich with Chad Waller right there behind him. And maybe you think maybe these guys, the 61 and the 66, maybe they're working together, trying to get that draft going.
That
so
could
they
work.
can catch. Go ahead.
It's not actually a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'm actually looking at the lead now. I feel like they're cutting into his lead on the entry of 3. That's where it looks like they're a little bit better than him. His older tires are starting to show up.
Yeah, definitely. They've worked the gap down to 5.3 seconds. So they're taking off about 0.7 of a second every lap. So in no time, Corey Cook and Chad Waller will be back right there competing with Christopher Leftwich. I think Christopher Leftwich is sorely wanting a caution to come out right now so that he can get back on the same schedule as those guys. But it also might be a strategy call too, if he can go. I don't know. I mean, obviously he's not going to have a long distance car with having older tires than everybody. So it's very hard to say exactly what is going through the mind of Christopher Leftwich right now.
He's holding the lead pretty well. I mean, it looked like they were eating into his gap. Eating the gap faster and faster as the laps went by. But
yeah, down by
it's kind
down
of
to
stable
down to 4.5 seconds, and continuing to fall. So Corey Cook and Chad Waller, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. As you see,
the 20.
Justin McMahon, that 20 car, running right past Corey Cook. So he had damage, but they got all that fixed, and I guess fixed that engine.
Fresh tires.
Yeah, got to get some 4 fresh tires.
Hope you walked
he's
up.
out there and he's flying. Well, even 4 fresh tires, the damage that he suffered from the crash with Carson Ball, and to come out here and be able to pass the leaders, we missed out on a golden opportunity to watch Justin McMahon fight for this win.
Yep. He might have had something for him.
Oh, he definitely. I mean, look at his car right now. I mean, he's just moving.
Running away.
He's running away.
I mean,
So he definitely would have something for these leaders. I mean, he might be in the lead right now if that wouldn't have happened. So, hate to see it for Justin McMahon, who obviously has a great car now.
Yep, and now I'm looking at the lead. It looks like it's down to 3 seconds.
You're correct. 3.1 seconds. The gap between
Corey Cook
and
hot pursuit.
Christopher Leftwich. So we'll go while we got a rolling period. Let's go ahead and do what we like to call crank it up.
Crank it up. All right, it
We're
just
back,
says
ladies and gentlemen. While we were gone, as everybody saw, our leader, Chris Gillespie, goes into the pits and makes his pit stop, which hands the lead over to Corey Cook. Chad Waller right there behind him. So again, the battle once again is going to be between Corey Cook and Chad Waller. CJ Meeker not too far behind these two guys. Just about a second, 1.2 seconds behind Chad Waller. A lot of new, besides Corey Cook, Chad Waller, and CJ Meeker, they're both new. We got two new guys in the top three, so that's always good to see. Always means that as we watch Corey Cook and Chad Waller battle to the lead. Having new drivers out there always is a good sign of the way that the league is going forward and getting new drivers in every week. So hats off to Daniel Wilkerson and Eddie Rivers, who put on a great league over here at Doghouse Racing.
yeah, these guys are putting on a show, and definitely haven't enjoyed watching it.
Bill Gentry and Daniel Wilkerson now in pit road coming off for their service. So some more green pit stops.
I think those guys are thinking of an extra stop compared to these two leaders here because Christopher Leftwich pitted around lap 67. His first pit was, I think, 34. So he's running like about 30, 34, 35 lap stints and then bringing it down to pit road. So I think he's probably going to use all the tires he's got because he's got at least 2 more stops left. Maybe 1 more stop.
Meantime, we have a new leader. Chad Waller passes Corey Cook for the lead.
Yeah, this battle has been tight. These two.
Yeah. It's been nothing but great battling between these two guys. As you see, CJ Newman now with a lap car of Daniel Wilkerson right in front of him. So this is where the battle is at. The battle is for the lead. 66 and Chad Waller just passing Corey Cook in that 61.
Third place is about 2 seconds behind. Let's see if it trickles down a little bit as the 66 and 61 battle here.
Definitely would like to remind everybody out there tonight racing, or if you know some of racing, always required for 3 top finishers to jump on the Discord so we have interviews at the end of the race. If you're not on Discord, I can't interview you. So please, if you win the race, definitely want to talk to you.
Clayton just brought up that it's been a nice long run. Couldn't agree more. These guys have Clayton on Twitch over here. Yeah, he said it's been a nice long run, and I agree with that. These guys have kept it clean. The racing has been really, really good. Very tight when it comes down to it. But it looks like the 66 of Chad Waller has it in his pocket for now.
Right now, he's definitely in the catbird seat. Looks like there's a lot of strategies being played out right now. With some people early pitching and hoping for a yellow to come out probably after the green flag gets green flag pitch stops happen. They're hoping for yellow flags, but we haven't seen a lot of yellow flags tonight, so that's always a good thing.
Now we got some lap traffic that these guys have been dealing with. So it's pretty racy. It's pretty racy. Chad Waller, though, what a story from P11 to the lead. Not looking back.
Exactly. Started in 11, now up to first. Can't go any higher. If he does, then there's something wrong with my math. Definitely the biggest mover tonight, so he's going to bring home a lot of rewards. Corey Cook trying to be a spoiler. We'll probably end up seeing Corey Cook come into the pits. as soon as he knows he can go the rest of the way, I would think to see Corey Cook come in the circuit. He's now under fire for the 13 Christopher Edwards with fresh tires.
Yeah, the 61 of Corey Cook I'm seeing here pitted on lap 44. So if he doubles that, that's gonna be he's coming around lap 80 to 90.
But we'll bring up the pit strategy here for all these guys. Waller went 44 laps, and Cook went 43 laps, so they're probably going to go another 10 laps. Well, we got 130 laps, so they go another. This is going to be really close.
Yeah, it is going to be pretty close. They need to go at least 13 more laps. Or, let's see here. Yep, 13 more laps.
All I know is that they better go and check. Wow, this is gonna play really big.
Yeah, I feel like this is a run that they're going to have to stretch the most. Chad Waller has 1 lap fresher tires than the 61 of Corey Cook, so that might have been a little bit to his advantage there.
That 1 lap fresher tires is playing big dividends right now. Chad Waller has built up a 1.6 second lead over Corey Cook. CJ Meaner back another 4 seconds behind Chad Waller. So right now, Chad Waller has the race in command. As long as I'm guaranteeing, as long as the wave, Chad Waller will be your race winner tonight. But you know, well, this is racing. This is racing. Anything can happen at any time to mess up somebody's day.
Oh yeah. The car can get a little too tight on the long run. You can get involved with the lap car. Anything can happen. And that wall is notorious to come up at you quick. Oh. Tries to get the inside.
Trying to get one of those laps back.
Yep. It's the only way. Only way right now, unless there's a caution. But that just goes to show what those fresher tires can do to your car.
Doesn't matter how fast you are. The guy that got fresh tires is like a superstar.
Do they? Did they change them? General tires? I was wondering why the side walls were white. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, NASCAR has changed so much over the years.
Yep.
Whoever wants to pay them the most money, that's who those are the tires they're going to use, you know?
Bots.
See Mike Leftwich coming down to the pension of his career. Chad Waller and Corey Cook continue to stay out of the track.
Yeah, they're gonna stretch this one out. I'm thinking they're gonna come down 85 to 90, and that'll give them a 40-45 lap run to the end.
Right now,
and they can do that.
Right now, Corey Cook is 39, and Waller is on 38. Waller pitted with 14 laps last time. But you also got to remember, those first 44, they had 3 or 4 laps of caution.
That's right.
So you got to take that into consideration when you start trying to calculate all the numbers of how far your fuel can go and how far your tires are going to last.
Well, you
definitely got to calculate that.
Because they had to have ran at least 4 or 5 caution laps early.
Yeah. And the second stint, they haven't had.
Yep. So it's pure green. And depending on where you are in the field, if you're running alone like the 66 is, you're using maximum fuel.
I think everybody's using maximum fuel right here, as long as they're not.
Yeah, it's pretty spread
trying to
out.
Saving either. It's just well, as you see the 61 tucking in behind the 15 of Eddie Rivers. Maybe that's not his mind. Maybe he wants to try to get some of that air off his nose so he ain't eating it. While we got this moment, here I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors here at Doghouse Racing. I want to give a big shout out to Shoney's All You Can Eat Buffet. If you have a Shoney's around here, and go to Shoney's Breakfast Buffet. You will not go home hungry, and you will have a big smile on your face, and you might just sleep for the rest of the day. So make sure you ain't got to go to work before you do this. Go out, great price, eat your heart out. Go visit a Shoney's today.
I believe that's what they call a food coma.
Yeah, I mean, I love I wish and I wish and I wish like I get to headquarters. We have Shoney's down here in Georgia, all over the place. You couldn't throw a stone without hitting a Shoney's. Me and my dad and the rest of my family, we would, we got a big. I'm the youngest of 5. So we had a big family, and we would go every Sunday and go eat at Shoney's, and we would just, we would just pig out. I mean, all you can eat. This is back in the day when actually all you can eat was reasonable price. I'm pretty sure Shoney's is still reasonable. Shoney's is one of those old time businesses that's been around for a long time. But
yeah,
definitely
standard.
We're having some windstorms over here in Douglasville, Georgia tonight.
We had rain over here. I mean, snow over here the other day.
Oh wow, really?
Yep, snow here in Colorado.
Oh yeah,
surprised.
here in Colorado, but still snow in May.
In May, yes. Yep.
That's insane.
It looks like Corey Cook has fallen back to 4 seconds, and CJ Muner 6 seconds now back. I'm only seeing 4 cars on the lead lap now.
Yeah, I thought Corey Cook might be slowing up coming pit road, but no, he goes past the pit road entrance. You see Chad Waller now giving up room for 15. Try to get one of his laps. They're sitting in 8th spot right now. So good race for Eddie. Up 6 spots from 14th from where he started.
Big gains there. I'm looking at the lap ticker here, and Chad Waller is now on lap 91. So it's been, 45, 46 laps. It's his last lap.
He's on 46 laps. Old tires right now, and Muner, who is taking the set. Corey Cook's down pit road. Corey Cook's coming in for his service.
See if anybody else comes down.
And I do believe that would take Corey Cook to the finish line.
Yep,
Chad
and that's
Waller now has come down.
66 is down now.
66 is down on pit road. It hands the lead over to CJ Muner. Christopher Leftwich once again is going to assume the lead, but he's got some real old tires right now. He's got 26 lap old tires on that car.
And CJ Muner pulls off the pit road. Looks like he'll be the last of the leaders to come down. That'll cycle him out, and 13, will be the leader.
That's going to hand the lead over to Christopher Leftwich. And he's got almost a 20-second lead gap over this, what will be a second place with Chad Waller.
Wow.
So that's going to be a big obstacle to overcome with Chad Waller. I mean, he might have the fresher tires, but he's going to have to use up them fresher tires to try to get rid of that 20-second lead.
Yep, he's gonna burn them if you got him.
But then again, it looks like Chris might have to come down pit road once more.
Yeah, I think that is definitely gonna have to come down. He's not gonna make it to the end.
And that's going to be 55, 56 laps.
Yeah, I don't know if the fuel's gonna make it that long.
So Chris
Tires
would
might
probably
quit.
definitely want wishing for
A late race caution.
a late race caution yellow. Now you got also these guys are on an hour and a half deadline. Rain is on the radar, and it's going to be here around at 5:30. So this race continues to go. Be going at 5:30. The rain is going to shut the race down, and wherever we're at when the rain comes, that's going to be the race for the night.
Well, this might definitely be a strategy play then. If they got that on the back of their mind.
But if it
The
stays
gap-
green, they have plenty of time to get this race finished.
Gap now down to 16 seconds to Chad Wall and Christopher Lethbridge.
Chad Ward down to 16.8, 16.7. Definitely putting the hammer down right now. But in order to catch up so quickly, you got to be abusing those tires. And that's what Chad Waller is doing right now, and that's what Christopher Lethbridge is hoping for. And by the time he catches up to the 13 of Christopher Lethbridge, that his tires are going to be used up.
Jeez, but 26 laps fresher tires. Let's see how much this plays dividends.
Corey Cook, who was very strong in the early running, now he's back in fourth place behind Christopher Simon. Oh, Christopher Lethbridge coming down pit road.
Like he came down pit road. He had to. I don't think he was gonna make it to the end there. The fuel game got him, but we'll see. We'll see if there's a caution. You never know.
Chad Waller now zooming the lead. Christopher Simon right behind him. Now, when did Christopher Simon come into this? Is he going to have to pit again? Christopher Simon, he is on 14-lap full tires.
He's got 8 laps older tires than the leader, and 7 older than Corey Cook.
And so he might be okay to go the distance. The only thing I know is in about 31 laps, all these questions are going to be answered. And my question out here on YouTube and now Twitch, we have Twitch viewers. Who do y'all think is going to win it? Is it going to be Chad Waller?
Oh yeah.
Christopher Simon can make up the difference, or Corey Cook can make a comeback. Who do y'all like to win this race?
Guys, let us know who you think is gonna be. That 35 snuck in there.
Well, he has the point leader for a reason. He stays up there in that front, race after race after race.
Let's see. He's only 0.5 seconds behind Chad Waller. But those 8 laps fresher tires might pay off. I've seen Corey Cook now peeled off and has went down the pit road. Oh, never mind. I guess my ticker's jumping all over the place. My bad.
Be a very good decision for Corey Cook.
Yeah.
to
That
go
would
into
not.
this now and spend all that time trying to be able to do it on one more stop. We're at lap 101. Only one caution, and that was for strange occurrence with the number 5 Carson Ball.
Yep.
And Justin McMahon. I think Justin McMahon is finally checking his card. behind the wall and has decided to, you know, all right, enough's enough. He don't want to be.
Yep, it looks like he has retired his
Yeah,
vehicle.
So
So I'm seeing 3 cars out right now and 6 cars on the lead lap.
Daniel Wilkerson down the road for an extended amount of time as well. So definitely issues with number 78. He's been in the pits for almost 2 minutes now.
Yep. Might be an early exit. Probably could have got into the wall. Like I said, it comes at you quick.
Right now we got 7 drivers on the lead lap. Sorry, 6 drivers on the lead lap. Christopher Lynch passing Mike Leftwich back here for 6th and 5th. Mike Leftwich has had pretty quiet. He's up 4 spots from his 10th place starting position.
So Leftwich is currently 24 seconds back, and he's got 6 laps fresher tires. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't. I mean, it could be. He could be playing a strategy game. He had a 20-second lead or a 16-second lead when he came in the pits. So, I mean, he came in, got 4 fresh tires, so he could be faster. Right now, he's faster than everybody. He is. I mean, if this works out for him, with 26 laps to go, then I'm just going to crown him the genius of NASCAR racing. Because right now he's a second quicker than our leader, Chad Waller.
Yes, he is. Wow. See if what he can do.
But I just don't think he has enough time, and he does not have enough laps.
We'll see. 25, 26 laps.
25 laps to go. We'll definitely see after 25 laps is over and see if that was the right call from Christopher Leftwich.
He currently is the fastest car on track.
Yeah, that last time around, Christopher Leftwich was 30.93, or our leader was 31.76.
He's bringing it down, getting it all he's got. No time to save, just head up to the middle. But it looks like Chad Waller has a comfortable lead right now at 2.4 seconds. There might be a battle coming up for second shortly. I see Corey Cook is within 0.5 of Christopher Simon.
Yeah, Corey Cook making a move, trying to get that second place away from Christopher Simon.
Simon on the older tires, remember?
Yeah, 8-lap older tires.
Will lap traffic be a factor? It could.
It definitely could. I mean, you got Mike Leftwich over there, the father of Christopher Leftwich, so he's not going to let Chad Waller pass him easily. You know, he might try to hold him up.
Yep.
And slow him up just enough where Christopher Leftwich can catch him. But with 22 laps to go, Christopher Leftwich is now 21.7 seconds behind Chad Waller.
I think Christopher Leftwich is starting to feel that drop off a little bit. His last lap was 31.29. He's still faster though. I mean, that's half. He's 0.6 faster than you do. Half a second.
We had 20 laps. If he had 40 more laps to go, I would say, yeah, I think he can do it. But we're at the 20 laps to go mark right now at 66.
Yeah, he might run out of laps here. It was definitely worth the strategy. I think that early caution definitely played a role in everybody's strategy here today.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you. I think they would probably see more cautions
Mm-hmm.
as we see the water get around the 60 like Leftwich with little to none retaliation or resistance from Mike Leftwich. As you know. Corey Cook now taking over the second spot away from Christopher Simon. Christopher Simon now doesn't have to worry about CJ Muner, sorry. Christopher Leftwich, he had a good strategy. I mean, I don't know. Just like he had a fast car, he led a lot of laps really running, and for him to hit early, I just don't see the hitting early strategy paying off. You definitely know that these guys are going to try. Somebody's going to go out there and run this with 2 stops, and if you're thinking 3 stops, you think, that's see what we have here. He's now only 20 seconds behind Chad Waller, but he only got 17 laps to go. And right now he's slowed up where he's running equal times to Chad Waller. So,
and I believe
I would be jumping up and down, shouting to all the mountains that strategy actually worked out and we had a fighting finish. But, I don't know. To me, I would say that the numbers game, less pit stops would make it a better number.
Yep.
15 laps to go. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think Waller was the next car behind Leftwich, but no, it's actually the 23. But as long as it stays green, Chad Waller is sitting very comfortable.
6-second lead over Corey Cook. 15 minutes to go. It's definitely Chad Waller's race to lose. I know Christopher Leftwich, CJ Muir, Christopher Simon, and Corey Cook, they're all hoping that we have a yellow flag.
Yeah, I can see Corey Cook just searching for that speed.
And also, I was kind of hoping Christopher Leftwich would win a race because we lost Brittany over here off of YouTube for a couple weeks because Christopher and wasn't producing. I mean, she expects her fiance, the man that she's going to spend the rest of her life with, he's got to produce something. I mean, she's got to walk around. Remember those back in the day when people would wear paper bags over their hands, say I'm a fan of so-and-so? I mean, you just don't ask Brittany to be doing it. That's just not right. But now Christopher Leftwich always has a fast car. He's sitting second in points. So, I mean, he's doing something right.
Oh, yeah. Consistency.
The wins just don't come his way. Like you said, consistently, he's consistently up in the top 6, top 7 drivers. Every once in a while, he gets into a bad race and gets crashed out. But most of the time, he's up front and in the top 5. I've spoken to him a couple times. 11 laps to go, though. He just does not have enough time. He's got 10 seconds to catch Jay.
Yep. And it looks like everybody's tires are just about falling off, and they've equaled out.
Yeah. I do believe if nothing strange happens, this And the closest battle right now is for that third position, CJ Muner and Chris Simon. I'd like for CJ Muner to get third spot just so I can have some
And that says, oh my goodness, they're
there
tight.
we go. There we go. And CJ
What
Muner comes
the-
around Christopher Simon to put up one more position.
And Mike Leftwich to the inside.
Flat car, Mike Leftwich.
2 lap cars. 2 lap
15,
cars.
oh, 15 gets really close to the 35. I believe Christopher, Mike Leftwich, and the 15 car.
Oh my.
Eddie Rivers have freshly tires.
This doesn't settle itself out. All right. That was almost a late race drama that we
9
were
laps to go.
talking about.
Eight laps to go. Chad Waller, Corey Cook, CJ Muner, your top 3. Definitely want to give a big shout out to everybody out there on YouTube and Twitch. Letting us come into your house and entertain you for a couple of hours, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in week in, week out.
Yep.
Twitch, that do apologize that I didn't point y'all out before, but didn't know y'all were there because I didn't pay attention to Twitch. But thank you guys for joining us tonight, and definitely look forward to figuring out some way I can watch both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so I can get all y'all's comments and shout outs and make sure they're getting out there to the right drivers. But 6 laps to go. Chad Waller just kind of walking away from Corey Cook up to a 5, almost 6 second lead.
He has settled in, just riding around now. Don't got to do anything special. Just let the laps wind down and find himself in victory lane pretty soon. We'll see.
Chad Waller, just like I said, he's up to 6 second lead over Corey Cook. He can hit it to cruise control right now.
Oh, looks like Christopher Simon got into the wall. He scraped the wall a little bit there.
Got a little bit of damage on that right side of on that 35 with Christopher Simon's vehicle. Christopher Leftwich now 7 seconds behind him. Christopher Leftwich is getting 5th spot. Right now he's battling with the 34 of Bill Gentry for that 5th spot.
Buddy, that 23 kind of drove it in there. I thought we were going to have a little bit of contact.
This is where the battle for position is right now between Christopher Leftwich and Bill Gentry.
I think Gentry might be a lap down. Unless my ticker's off. But still, they're still racing like it's for position, so it's getting pretty dicey. I think Leftwich is just trying to get around the 34, but the 34 has the. Oh my! I think they might have got to make contact there. The 34 washes up the track. Gonna hold the momentum. And I believe he clears the 13.
Probably Christopher Leftwich, I'll be like, all right, you got fresh cars, I'm just gonna let you go.
Yep.
Oh, here we go, 3
Oh
wide.
my. These guys aren't making it easy for Waller. if anything happens. Oh, the 23 hits the apron and
Final lap, 1 white flag in the air. Regardless of what happens back there, this race is going to finish with the next flag Chad Waller coming around to take the backstretch one last time. Coming down 3. Now into 4 for the last time.
And the 66 of Chad Waller, ladies and gentlemen, takes today's race. Hats off to him. He played the strategy pretty good.
8 seconds later, Chad Cook is going to be, or Corey Cook is going to be second place finisher. CJ Muner, third place. Christopher Simon, fourth. Christopher Leftwich is going to end up fifth place in tonight's race. After all your lead lap cars.
Yep. After that, you got in 6th with 1 lap down with him, Gentry. Mike Leftwich
is choosing not to do any burnouts.
He's saving the engine for next week, probably.
There you go. I mean, Christopher Leftwich coming into the pits with some purpose.
Oh my!
I'm not sure if he's angry with himself or maybe looking for a driver, but he's definitely not happy right now. All right, so let's find some people that are happy. Let's see if we can find anybody out here that's wanting to be interviewed here. Let's see who we got here. We got Corey Cook from Bad Luck. He was our second place finisher. Let's see. Do we have any of our other guys in the waiting room here? Nobody yet. So let's give them a couple minutes. Maybe they come in here a little bit later. Let's put up the grid, and we're gonna run down the grid, the results, not the grid.
All right, thank you.
All right. We got Chad Waller.
Thank you, everybody that showed up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
No, I was looking at the chat here. It looks like we got somebody that's off to watch the All-Star race. So thank y'all for tuning in before the All-Star race.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Chad Waller is your big winner tonight. Corey Cook is second. CJ Muner is third. Christopher Simon's fourth. Christopher Leftwich is fifth. Bill Gentry sixth. Mike Leftwich is seventh. Eighth is going to go to Eddie Rivers. Terry Mellum is ninth. Dan Wilkerson 10th. Justin McMahon 11th. Wesley Whitfield 12th. And last is Carson Ball, 127 laps down. So that is your final results. Let's go back over here to Discord, see who we have.
I think they might just be coming over now. I heard a little bit of race chatter.
Corey Cook sitting over here and down in the waiting room, but let's see if we can see if anybody else is out here. I don't see anybody but Corey Cook ready for interviewing, so we're going to bring him up. We're going to bring the runner-up, the number 61, Corey Cook, runner-up for the night. Corey Cook, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do, Mike.
Man, dude, you put on a good show for us tonight. You had a strong car, but it looked like that 66 just had a little bit of stronger car, man. How was the racing out there tonight?
It was pretty tame. I think that's just because, a lot of driver, with the All-Star race going on, it kind of threw a lot of people off. And I understand that Doghouse is trying to schedule before the race. But, there's only so much you can do. But all in all, I think it was a pretty good race. Everyone mind their P's and Q's. No, not a lot of, reckless driving.
Yeah, it looked like some pretty good. Y'all had one caution, and it was a strange caution. If it wasn't for that one, y'all probably would have gone green the entire way. Hate to see it for Justin McMahon getting taken out early in that situation, but I know you were right there. How close were you to that action right there?
Are you referring to the end of the race, or
the caution, the only caution that y'all had where the number 5 was on the track after hitting a wall, and the 20 came in there and crashed into him.
Yeah. I was maybe 2.5 seconds behind him. I saw it happen. I thought he was going to keep up the wall, but Justin ran into him after he came down a bit, and I thought he was about to take me with him. I figured, yep, this is how my race is going to end.
Well,
Man, you gotta be glad.
luckily for us, it didn't, because, I mean, you're the only one here for interviews. Definitely want to give you a big shout out. You drove your car very well tonight, and we got another guy. We got a third place guy waiting in the room there, so that's cool. But yeah, runner up position. In a couple of weeks, I just had it. Oh, here it is, right here. In a couple of weeks, we're going to Worldwide Technology Raceway, man, for the Gateway 150, man. How are you liking your chances over there? That's a really driver's track right there.
That's actually a track I don't have a lot of experience on, but I look forward to it regardless. I enjoy racing this car anywhere.
There you go. Well, we definitely look forward to seeing you here in 2 weeks. We got next week off for Memorial Day. You got any big plans for Memorial Day?
So far nothing. I may have to work. I'm not sure if my current employer.
Memorial Day is for, right?
Memorial Day is for remembering the fallen and such.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we can't be
I
working
always-
those days.
That is true. I'll try to tell them that. But
My
yeah.
son just informed me that he will not be here for Memorial Day. He's going to be going to visit his mother. So, thank you for letting me know that, son. He thought it was his interview. But yeah, Worldwide Technology here, coming here in 2 weeks, man. Look forward to seeing what we can do. I mean, you've been this is like the third time you've been up here talking to me, and you're starting. You only got like 4 or 5 races in there, so you've been on a tear of lately. I know you got Jonathan Canfield out there rooting for you, and definitely, matter of fact, he just said something.
yeah, he just.
said he is proud of you. So,
Well, thank you, Jonathan. Hope you be safe on your deployment, man.
yes, definitely be safe on your deployment. Get back to us in one piece, and man, have much respect. I'm former military myself, and definitely have a respect for everybody that wears the uniform tonight. Besides Jonathan Canfield, who else you want to give a shout out tonight?
Just to everyone, since it's Memorial Day coming up, we won't be here for that weekend. I want to give a shout out to all the men and women in our armed forces and our police forces that keep us all safe. Once again, y'all for putting on the show, Jonathan for bringing me on board.
Yeah, well, we don't put on the show. We just air it. So we definitely thank you for putting on a good show for us tonight. And man, look
Yes,
forward
sir.
to seeing you in 2 weeks. EJ, before we let him go, you got anything for him?
Hey, Corey, I just want to say there was some good battling with you in the 66 up there for a while. Nothing to hang your head over. That P2 was a strong performance. So good job there, buddy.
Well, thank you.
All right, it's Corey Cook, your runner-up tonight. So we're going to be doing a little bit of backtracking, and we're going to go to our third place finisher, CJ Muner, who he had a very quiet day, and then all of a sudden he pops out of nowhere to come home third place. CJ Muner, and I'm hoping I'm saying that last name right. Mike Lester, you got a copy?
I got you. And that was pretty good for getting my last name for the first time.
Okay, so how do you pronounce that last name?
It's been Americanized a little bit. It rhymes with learn, ends in yay. Murnier is kind of how we do it.
Murne?
Yeah, basically. So I'm a school teacher, and takes a while for my third graders to get that right. But I just tell them it rhymes with learn and ends in yay. I don't do the Mr. M. I make them say it. So it takes a while. It takes about 2 months to get it down.
Okay, well, maybe in 2 months I'll be smarter than a third grader.
You got time.
There you go. But back to the race, man. You're pretty quiet, stayed out of trouble, kept your car clean, did your pit strategy paid off. You and a couple other guys decided to do it on 2 pit stops. Man, tell us, how are you feeling right now with the third place finish and your debut at Daniel, Doghouse Racing. debut, man. Tell us a little bit. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, so obviously being my first race, was getting a feel for the competition in the beginning. It looked like it was going to be a tough race. I fell to the back. I didn't qualify so well, so I went into just conserve the tires and hope that the race went long and I was going to be able to just hang out war of attrition sort of thing. And the tires ended up lasting me long enough that I can pull it off on 2 stops, and I think that's what worked. I saw some guys going in early and trying to be more aggressive. That's never been my style. Especially again, I don't know how many of these guys race, so I was trying to feel it out and paid off. It was a good race. A lot of I saw the Chad and Corey side by side there for a little bit, which brought me closer. But I didn't have anything for them. They were the class of the field by far. So it was fun for sure.
Well, it was definitely fun up here watching the race unfold. Like I said, you came out of nowhere. Uh, you led a couple laps by staying out as long as you did, and it definitely worked out in your favor because at the end you had the fresher cars amongst the top 3 guys and got yourself a third place finish. Man, we have a little thing here that when you come up here and you finish in the top 3, you get to come up here and talk to me and guys like EJ Luna. Luna, do you got anything for him?
Hey CJ, that's a pretty good, strong performance for it being your debut, man. I'm hoping you had fun here. It was good to call this race. You came out of nowhere, actually, man. You had a strong run at the end, and you played it right with the whole tires, just conserving the tires there. So good job there on the P3.
I appreciate it. That was the name of the game, and being able to get third in any race, especially your debut race, is nice. Learns a little bit of respect, I hope, but some of these guys, want to get to know them a little bit more, and hopefully they know I'm not going to put a fender to them to get it. I'll do it in the long run.
Yep.
There you
Strategy.
go. All right, man. But before we let you go, celebrate with the rest of the guys there. You want to shout out anybody tonight?
Well, for sure, with Memorial Day coming up, I want to thank all of our service men and women, past and present. That's always on my mind. I heard that you were military, so I want to say thank you for your service. Takes a lot of courage to do what you do, so really appreciate it. It's people like you that give us the chance to, do what we want here in the States, so appreciate it. And then just a shout out to the Doghouse Racing League for letting me in, and obviously you guys, the Global Racing Esports Network, for putting on the show for us.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all and trying to look through here and try to find the race winner, but he is not with us today. So, man, you're going to be my last interview tonight, man. We do appreciate you coming here and racing with us, coming here and talking with us, man. Look forward to future interviews and future, maybe even some race wins here at the Doghouse Racing for CJ Meaner in an 86 car. Man, congratulations once again. Man, have a good night and have a good week, and hopefully see you in 2 weeks.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
All right, that's CJ Meaner, your third place finisher. And normally we'll have a race winner that we do interviews with, but looks like everybody has gone off and raced to watch that All-Star race.
Yeah, I think they're ready.
Can't even find Mr.
Waller
Wilkerson. So, man,
Nobody.
EJ, I'm gonna let you get your final statement about tonight's race before we sign off.
Well, honestly, it was a bunch of good racing other than that little hiccup in the beginning. These guys did a very good job putting on a clean race. Strong performance by the 66 and the 61, I'd have to say. And CJ making his debut, good job to him. I hope we see more good racing like this in the future.
Definitely way to put it down there, man. Can't
Doghouse
say much
Racing.
more than what EJ just said. Great race, one caution out of 130 laps. You cannot beat that, man. But 2 weeks we're going to be back here again for Doghouse Racing at Worldwide Technology. Hope to see all of y'all back over there on Twitch. Want to give a big shout out to all of our viewers. Thank you guys from Twitch and YouTube. Big shout out to Jonathan Cantfield and Brittany Rice for commenting on YouTube, and there were some people over there commenting on Twitch. Definitely happy y'all commenting over there, and I'll try to do a better job of monitoring that over there to get you guys part of the stream. For Global Racing Esports Network, I'm Mike Lester for EJ Luna